What up, Internet? It's Dinos here, bringing you another edition of Ash's Cricket Career Mode. Today, we're going to be absolutely flying. What are we doing? We're playing the final of the One Day Cricket National Cup. Now, remember, if we take a look at this fixture, we go to the final series. This is what happened. We played Tasmania. We beat the crap out of Tasmania. 7 overs to go. Made 57. Took a wicket, if you do not mind. Tasmania then went on to win by 3 runs off the final delivery against the CA11, who were playing pretty damn well this season. Ended up 5 for 328, but couldn't quite chase down that 331. Then we have the final of the One Day Cup. It's about to happen. What do you reckon's gonna happen? I don't know what's gonna happen. The game doesn't know what's gonna happen. It's at the G. It's gonna be epic. The Bushrangers, the Tigers, the MCG. Now, normally when I'm at the MCG, I do go for the Tigers, not the Tasmanian Tigers, though. Anyway, Alam Dar and Steve Bucknor, the man in charge here of this One Day Cup final. I just don't know. Do we have the power to get it done? I reckon we do. And we're going to be batting first. Nice building crowd here for a Shield game. Plenty to play for. Hello and welcome to the match indeed. Marcus Harris is out there with old mate someone else. I'm coming in at a relatively early position here. Averaging 115, has not made less than a 50 in One Day Cricket. If you didn't remember that one. 3 for 90, the current scoreline, 16 overs gone. Drives it straight to the man at cover. Jeez, it was a good shot early though. The timing was snap bang on. Smack bang. I confused myself with my own words. Anyway, let's continue. 3 for 97. English at the other end. Oh, that's a good shot. Well, it is a good shot, as you can clearly see. Good down the bottom there. But it was not a great shot. We want it to be a great shot. And once again, we've got Xavier Doherty bowling his left arm pace bowling at 135. Yes. See, again, that's just knowing how to play the moment. Is just take that single. You know, you've had a couple of dot balls. You don't want that scoreboard to tick over, you know, too many dot balls. You want to make sure you're getting at least singles if you can. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. That's going to be at least a 2 because this close fielder's going to have to chase it. And the far fielder's going to have to chase it. Very well run there. 2 glorious runs. You thought you could get 6 glorious runs. But mate, you can get a single glorious run if you really want. Cam Boyce. Still bowling over the wicket. This could be 2 again. Fielder has to move to it. And myself, and English quick around the wickets at the moment. Another 2. Good start to the over despite no boundaries off the opening 2 balls. That is a wide ball. Yes, Stevie. There wasn't much I could do about that otherwise. So it had to be given as a wide. That's the same thing, but it's just going to be a single this time. So again, 6 runs from 3 deliveries so far. What can Ramon do to progress the over? Can he do something good again? I would hope so. He's got another single there, so just 7 runs from the over. Possibility of an 8th run here as we get another single down to the leg side. So 3 for 111 after 20. Oh yeah, this is what I mean by that area. There's an inside edge and it could go for 4 given that there's no one in that field of the ground. That area of the ground, the field of the ground. And they're going to run a 4th run here. Charging home and gets there. Good stuff. Often you see players run 4 these days. But when it does happen, it's because there's no one in the field in that area. Oh, and an outside edge this time. So an inside edge and an outside edge for Doherty. Either go to hand. Very disappointing for Tasmania as this would be a big key wicket. It's a dot ball or a wide. I mean, a wide. It's a wide. It's got to be a wide. But obviously I'm saying I am such a key wicket here because across 6 innings I haven't made anything less than 50 runs. And in going with that, I'm averaging 100 and something. Almost boomed it straight to the man as I was talking myself up there. Shouldn't do that. Shouldn't talk myself up. Talk myself down. I'm not that big of a deal. It's if I get out, the Victorians can cover my loss. Don't worry about it. Whipped onto the leg side. There's going to be a fielder down there. It's just going to be a 1, but I have just decided, no, I'm going to make it a 2. And we do make it a 2. So there's a couple of gaps around the field that look very tempting. One of them is this one on the leg side. It's going to be another couple of runs. As that fielder will just pick it up and will cruise home for another 2. And the other one's on the offside, which is ideally where I'd like to be hitting it because there's a bigger gap there. And right here is sort of past that cover fielder. Oh, what a drive. And through the gap too. There's 2 fielders there stopping that shot. I'm surprised it doesn't reach the boundary fence. English is going to get back here and they'll run a 3rd, but I'm going to get back and run the 3rd, but unbelievable shot. It just in between point and cover point. Very well placed. Oh, and that one straight to the fielder this time. Again, straight to the fielder. The most positive sign for us here is that we haven't actually lost any wickets since I've come in. So we've just been able to build this partnership again, and it, continuously over these overs. There's not been any deterioration. Probably just trying a little too hard to not play each ball on its merits at the moment, and that's what's resulting in me hitting it straight to fielders. It's going to be a single. Just play the ball when it comes, mate. I'm getting better at it. And that is the 50 partnership, as I said. This partnership had been going very nicely, just ticking the scoreboard over at a current run rate of 5.11. We want to push that up very soon, I reckon. From 5.11 to probably 5.5 up to 6 by the time we get to the 35th over, and then you can launch from there if at the 35th over you're at about 100 and 210. So in 7 overs here, we'd want to be going at 10 and over. Just trying our best to find a gap in the field. There is a gap behind point. If we can get it there. There is also a gap behind... No, behind point is probably the best option here. The ball's just not going to be bowled straight. This is what happens is you just get a couple of dot balls in the over, and when we're trying to increase the run rate, it just puts a lot of pressure on us to go, where are we going to play this shot? No, run there. That's a good shot. Could this be the first boundary of the day? It's running away to the rope. And it gets there. So that's my first boundary of the day. We had hit a 4 previously, but we ran 4. 30 overs have ticked over now. It looks like Ramon has said he's going to try and increase the score here by hitting at 6 a little earlier on in the over. So making this 7 runs from the over. But I would also love to hit some runs here as I sky that one all the way for 6. 92 metres. The fingers go up. And that's what we're going to look to do a little bit more now that we're past the 30 over mark. And hopefully the field is just more pleasant to us. We can find areas of the ground we want to hit into. English, in his attempts to accelerate the scoreboard, has just found himself get out. Which means I'll probably have to settle for just a moment while Stoinis gets himself in before I continue to progress this scoreboard forward once more. But I don't think it'll take Stoinis too long to adjust. He's a pretty good player. He's also the captain of the Victorian side for this one-day final, and he's one of the players who has got us to this positioning. So we'll pick up another 2. Stoinis will get there. Into the over. 5 from it and a critical wicket. 42 from 49 required here. In the air, not out. Doesn't carry, but that run rate's been pushed up by 0.1 of a run already. From 5.11 to 5.21. You just see them trying to progress the score a little bit here. I'm going to pick up another 2 here. The 2 number 17s at the crease at the moment. It's actually a no ball as well, I think. It is, so it is a free hit. Only realised as I saw the scoreboard tick over to 3 there. So with this free hit, we're going to have to try and go over mid-on, I reckon. We could probably go over the covers if it's on the offside. There, that's the shot. Is it going to reach the rope, or is the fielder going to get to it? It's been saved by the fielder. They'll pick up a third. Stoinis will get there nicely. Easily. So, a couple of runs there, more added. A couple more runs added there. Can't speak. And again, that projected total just goes up a little bit more. As they're looking for a 2 here. Gonna have to dive and get home, and I do. Just a good way to start the over, but you can see this total is progressing more and more. Moved to 49 from 53 now, so evening out my run to ball ratio at the moment here. There is an inside edge, does not carry. Fielder has a throw at the stumps. Goodness gracious me. What on earth happened here? Let's take a look at this. The inside edge, I mean. Has it gone through the legs? Oh, it sure has. Gone with the drive. Did I middle that into the... No, surely not. No, I've just inside edged it. Sure. Yeah, just a classic inside edge. Through the legs, and the fielder doesn't get to it. And then has a shot at the stumps and doesn't quite get there either. So, they could have possibly got me out before my first half century. But this is going to be another 50 for me across this one-day format. Just has not been dismissed for less than 50 in this tournament or in my entire list A career. Unbelievable record in this form of the game. I think it's because of the field. It just makes me play slightly more patiently, and it allows me to get there. But we've lost the wicket of Stoinis. I had not realised that, as Carter Chris Masters, the masterpiece, is at the other end. When did we lose Stoinis? Again, this ball's just going to be a quick single. Good running between the wickets. 5 for 185. So at the 35th over, if the Victorians can double it, that'll take them to 35. We'll take them to 370. Oh, and another wicket. This is Masters. Also trying to accelerate the score. Goes for a duck. And we take a look at my 50. Lots of twos, lots of singles. Just the 2 boundaries there and that run of 4. But it's been a patient innings. It has been a patient innings so far. Peter Siddle coming to the crease. A lot of pressure now on me to deliver the Victorians a big score in this one-day final. So that one goes for no runs. Yes, through that gap again. This is going to be 2 more, I reckon, here. We just want Siddle to have as little strike as possible in this one here. You just can't really afford to have him on strike. I mean, I can have him on strike, and I'm going to trust him because he's the number 8. But for the time being, that he's into the gap again. This will be 2 more. Might be a third, just the 2 actually. But right now, we've really got to focus on building our score, building another partnership. Xavier Doherty, mate, he should just stick with pace. Look at him, 2 for 36 from 6.4. That's way more economical than he would have been if he was bowling spin. That's a wide again. Has to be a wide. Has to be a wide. Did it hit my pad or something? Oh, no, it has missed everything. How is it not a wide? Goodness me. That is a poor decision from the umpire there. So that's a wide. Come on. There we go. That's better. That's into a gap again. Just the 1 this time, but it's the end of the over. So I'll retain the strike, 6 for 192. I will get Siddle on strike eventually at some point here when I'm actually able to do so. But for now, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm utilising every shot I have at my disposal. Here's the single. So this will be Siddle on strike. Hopefully he doesn't get out, even though he's been sitting at the other end for a good 5 minutes. Looks like he's made no runs there from 2 deliveries. Okay, projected total 263. We want to push that to 300. With shots like this, it's in the air. No one really there, and I knew I was kind of safe enough to play the shot, even with the missed timing of it. It's a boundary. 6 for 199. You can see cover point and gully. So if you can get it past those 2 blokes, it's going to be runs. Especially with a ball like this. You can slice it over the top. Going to be 6, I think. Oh, it's just a 4, but that's the 200 up for the Victorians. I want to have a look at this. I just want to see why this was so not a 6. It's close, right? Oh. Bouncing just short. Super unlucky. So the field remains the same. The bowling remains the same. The boundary remains the same. Although it's a 6. So this is the over I have chosen to start to tee off. 14 from it so far from the first 3 deliveries of Doherty's over here. And now fielders go out on the offside. Outside edge, no run. So it took 3 deliveries for the field to adjust there. Once they worked out I was just going to keep hitting in that zone. Gone again. This time an outside edge straight to the 3rd man for a single. Come on, Siddle. I mean, I'm only giving him 1 ball and over. If he's not going to score it, that's fine, but I'm obviously only going to give him 1 ball and over. Here's Kingston to bowl some medium paces. Take the pace off the ball a little bit here. This will be a quick single. But right now, if we're going, let's say 10 and over is our, like, what we want to do here. That would take us to 330. That's a good shot. Should be 4. Don't expect the fielder to get to it. It's 4. Doherty back into the attack. Did take on Doherty last over. Do I want to do it again? Over the top. Not a boundary. Not a wicket either. Running 2. This is dangerous. Gets there. Didn't make the most of it. Oh. Wow. That ball rocketed into the fielder, but it just it bounced into the turf. For those wondering, wasn't an edge to that man. As you can clearly see, I've actually hit it into the turf. Ball to come in the over. There's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs from it. That's not a free hit. That's power play. That's what it means. The 40th over, which means that only 4 fielders can be outside the circle for the final 10. Yep. And Siddle has hit a single to get me on strike to begin it. I like it, Peter. I love it. Oh, that's actually well timed, but just 1. Getting the man in the deep. So with 10 overs to go, the Victorians can go 10 and over here and get 330. We can, as the crowd is building towards this 2nd innings, where the chase from the Tasmanians will be on in this quest for the One Day Cup here. That's pretty close. I would have gone up for that one. It's pretty close, actually. Might have just been pitching outside leg, but Doherty 2 for 60 from 9.1, and I see a big gap I'm looking to take on. There it is. That's 4. That's the gap I see. That's the gap I want to hit it into. He's just got to bowl it in the slot. 4 runs there. Just see if he continues to bowl out there, because there's actually no one if you get it over the top on the offside whatsoever. And again, slicing over the top for 4. 6 for 235 now. Gee, I skied that ball, didn't I? That should never have gone for 4. I hit that such a long way in the air. Goodness gracious me. 97 now. Oh boy. Didn't realise we were so close. End of the over. 6 for 239. Another 12 runs off the Doherty over. So again, we managed to hit 12 runs off the Xavier Doherty over. This is Kingston bowling now. No run there. Just going to block this one for a quick single. Run, Dino, run! Got there. This could be it. This could be the 100, actually. If it goes for 4, and it does! Off overthrows. He's got it. The crowd get around him. 102 from 91. 9 4s, 2 6s, a big thing here. And there it is. The direct hit, I think, would have had me out. The ball races away to the boundary for 4 glorious runs. Oh, he's already standing behind the rope. What a buffoon in the field. It was a 5 and 102. The resulting factor, that's a dot ball. But 6 for 252. Maybe that'll free me up a little bit more to just hit slightly more powerfully than I already have been hitting. But I think I've already been hitting like that, so it doesn't matter. Oi, it's a wide. It's got to be a wide. Yes, good. Thank you very much for telling me that it was. But again, so far, just 4 deliveries scored this over. Just 6 runs from it. We'd be bang on the money here to get another couple of runs as Siddle makes it home for a cheeky little single there. What can he do off the final delivery of this over? He's gone for 4 though. Siddle will do it. Deliver the boundary needed. And we end up getting 11 from that over. So it worked out nicely. There is the 103. 103. My goodness gracious me. What an innings. 2 sixes, plenty of fours, a lot on the offside. A lot on the offside, actually. Now Cameron Boy's coming in the attack, and you just think that maybe the spinner at this point in the contest... Oh, you're kidding, right? That is absurd! I was just thinking maybe the spinner's not the wisest choice because I can just hit him for all kinds of runs, but that is an absurd catch. Have a look at this. Cam Boyce comes in, gets the big wicket of myself. And look at this outside edge. And diving to his left over there was Leonard. Scored for 103. And right now, the Victorians, what did they end up with? 301. Required run rate is 6 and over. Can we just stop it? Can we stop them? Oh, this runs. No, it's not. That's fine. This is going to be one of the tightest chases in this competition so far. They've started extremely well here, Tasmania. The idea for us is going to be getting quick wickets. That's a rubbish ball. Catch it, mate. Is getting quick wickets early. Even though, 8 overs in, we haven't taken one. But just snagging a wicket, causing a bit of drama, building some pressure. Obviously, building pressure now is not going to be as good as building pressure later, but any pressure at any point is going to be well received. Again, another dot ball, so 4 dots to start here. It's a good stuff, but it's going to be a good chase, and it's going to be tough for the Vicks to, I would say win this match from here. Catch it! Yes! Jake Doran goes! Wicket maiden, huge wicket, great catch from Scotty Boland. And just the pressure, 5 dot balls in a row, and the bowling change brings about the wicket. How do you like that? Have a look at this. All the fielders in and around this. Didn't want to give away any easy runs. Forced them to hit the gaps, hit the singles, and what a brilliant one-handed catch from Boland there. That's what Victoria's after. Xavier Doherty to the crease, batting at number 3. All it took was just 1 over to be damaging like that. Doherty's hit this in the air. I think the fielder might get to it. He will! Xavier Doherty's gone! A second wicket for me. Tasmania fall to 2 for 54. Just skied it. Didn't need to do it. But he did it anyway. Unbelievable scenes. An absolute packed crowd here at the G. And Doherty just hit it so bloody high in the air. Marcus Harris gets underneath it. And now Alex Dolan to the crease. What a ever-changing spell this has been. For me, turn the game on its head. Dances down the pitch. Does he hit it to the fielder again? No, it's 4. I thought he might have just for a moment there hit it straight to mid-on. But he was tempted. Oh, that's a rubbish delivery. It's going to be into the gap again. This will be a couple more runs, if not a boundary. Things can change. Oh, and now it's gone for 12. 14, sorry. Into the over. There was a wicket there, but 14 runs. Was it worth it? You don't know. Oh, switch hit, reverse hit. There's a man down there. Get there, mate. Oh, just on the bounce. Oh, I thought I had a 3rd wicket. Decided to toss it up there. This will be 2 runs. Fielder will stop it from being anything more than that, and that's kind of what I was a little bit fearful of, is if I do bowl at any kind of straighter, they are going to be getting runs. Oh! Edged towards the keeper, didn't take the catch. Marcus Stoinis there, 2 for 81. Oh! How is it? Not out. If he takes the bails off here, is this a wicket? Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, we've been robbed of one here. Have a look at that. That's a wicket. I had beaten him all ends up. Ball just doesn't go through the stumps. Just bizarre. Had him out for all money. Catch it. Fielder there. Out. Dolan is out as well. And I take a 3rd wicket. Travis Dean, the catcher. 3 for 81. All off my bowling. What have I just turned into here? A superstar. Catch it. Oh, no, not out. That's 4. End of the over. 3 for 85. This game is still so evenly poised. You would say Tasmania having a great start here. But they've lost 3 wickets. So is it as great as it can be? You wouldn't think so, would you? You'd say it's close. But it's not a fantastic start because of those wickets. Had there not been any wickets, Tasmania are well and truly ahead of the game. But right now the game is just up for grabs. Oh, just beats the fielder. It's going to be a 2. Get to it, mate. It's going to be a 3. Tourist player at the moment. Oh, that's a terrible ball. This will be a wide.
Well bowled.
Did someone say well bowled and this not go for a wide? Was this not a wide? It was not a wide. I'm sorry.
Yep.
He just said it was well bowled. And it was not a wide. How was that not a wide? I just don't know. Oh, changing the bowling. And 7 wickets have now fallen. 12 overs remaining. And it is 139 needed from 72 deliveries. 7 wickets down. 3 for 34. I'm coming in with a ball here. Dot ball. Oh, that's a good shot. That's 6. Bang. Oh, almost another wicket. It was spooned. Oh, stump him. How is it? How is it? How is it? This could be a 4th wicket. Oh, he's on the line. That's out. Great piece of stumping. Great piece of wicket keeping, I mean. And the stumping is out on the studio's screen. Masters is wicket keeping, is he? Oh, there you go. Faulkner goes. Another wicket for me. End up with 4. 5 overs to go. They're going to need 100 runs to win this match. Oh, fielder is getting down there to it. Oh, it's 4. Oh, no, it's not. Great piece of fielding. Even when the match is won, still fielding efforts like that, it's just what make it a great side. End of the over. 9 for 202. And that's it. It's all over. The Victorians have won. Get around us. Get around us. Player of the match. You know who it was. This guy right here. 4 for 56 and 103 runs. Could not have played a better match. The Bushrangers win the one-day trophy by 98 runs. Performance, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today to today's video. It would have taken me a while to do. Please give a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and let me know in the comments section if you just want me to skip these 2 first-class games and get straight into the Big Bash, because I reckon I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I reckon that sounds like a good plan. You think that sounds like a good plan? I reckon it does. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later, or on the weekend or something, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.